Hey everybody, this is Total Gamer Junkie and I want to welcome you all back to my channel. So in today's video, I want to talk about the possibility of the two drug dealers in issue 8, the end of arc 2. I want to talk about the possibility of them returning, how they could return, and let me know what you think about in the comments below. So these two drug dealers, when we first saw them, there was a third member, and this is when Tristan was going to buy drugs with his best friends, and it's when he also discovered his powers. And I'm pretty sure it's the one on the left you see. I'm pretty sure he's the one that shot Tristan's best friend, the one with the beard. So, anyways, if you remember in issue 7, these two, they found Tristan, and they prepared to shoot him, and Max was like, no, and she held out her hand and rewinded. So she not only saved Tristan's life, she also saved Callie's life. Now, the reason I think they could return is because when Max is sitting in that warehouse, you know, when the two drug dealers are talking to each other, she's saying to herself, she's trying to think of she's gone over every scenario, what she could do differently, but she knows better now that her actions have consequences and she has to be careful with her powers. And I do believe that this thing right here, where with the two guys, I do believe they'll return because it's never said. If you read issue 8, I'm pretty sure, I might be wrong, because if I'm wrong, I'm gonna look like a complete idiot. But I'm pretty sure that they never got caught by the police, and I think that they'll want to come for revenge, and they'll track down Max and Tristan. And honestly, I don't think it'd be too hard to track him down because it's what Rachel Amber did. She broadcasted those two guys on her streaming channel, Amber Light, and she was like, "Oh, look, it's a drug bust. It's like you're caught on, you're being seen by 1.2 million people. You best get out while you can. Do you really want to be caught selling drugs or in possession of drugs online?" And the guys shit themselves and they make a break for it. So while these two may be in the next arc, I do think it's going to be, I do think that the seller, who the big guy with the beard was talking to on the phone, I think he or she is going to be the main antagonist for the third game because you know how drug dealers and suppliers, when they lose their drugs and they don't get money, they get pissed and they'll be out for blood. So that would be pretty interesting to see what would happen. This person could maybe be like a nice person. We could get, like, you know, with Mark Jefferson, how everyone was like, oh, he's a great guy, he's pretty cool, and then in episode 4 we find out that he's responsible for the dark room and everything else, like Kate, and it was just like a mindfuck for me. But there was some smart people who deduced that he was a bad guy based on his talks in the classrooms. If you listen closely enough, he mentions like the dark room. He's like, I can picture any of you in the dark room in a moment of despair. That really should have been, like, it's like you don't notice it when you first play, like most people don't, but when you go back to it, it's like, holy shit, he was basically saying right to our faces, I'm going to abduct one of you, I wonder who it will be. So yeah, it's a little freaky when you go back and play it. It's like, oh god. Anyways, so what I could see happening is, obviously, Rachel Amber is going to be broadcasting her trip on her Amber Light page, and the drug dealers and the seller are going to be using that information to track her down, because obviously the thing is going to be streamed on YouTube and like, I guess on TV maybe, if the story gets to the media. It's basically like 1.2 million see it, so yeah, obviously the media could get a hold of it, like they'd possibly get a hold of it, but would they show it? I have no idea. But that would be pretty interesting to see, and maybe Max would have to rewind back to this part of the story and change something, because I really want to see her using her powers more in the next arc. That would be pretty cool, because we don't really see her use her powers at all. As I've mentioned before, she is subconsciously using her powers in the first arc, In this arc, she only uses her powers to save Tristan and Callie. She doesn't even try to save herself from the drug dealers. And it's just really like, come on, Max, come on. So anyways, that's really all I wanted to talk about. Just going over it one more time, I believe the drug dealers will be in Arc 3, and Vasella, who the guy at the beard was talking to, he'll make an appearance, or she'll make an appearance, whoever it is, and they will want revenge for their deal getting screwed up and nearly getting arrested. So that's all I wanted to talk about. I hope you all enjoyed this Fury video, and I'll see you in the next one. This is Toga Gamer Junkie, signing off.